Namaskar. Welcome to Simplify Your Space. Wishing you all a very happy Ganesh Utsav and Onam. The festive season is all about celebration with family and friends, decorating the home and cooking delicious meals. It is delightful to experience the aroma of mouth-watering dishes that fills our homes. We love preparing special recipes and serving them to our loved ones. In today's video, I will be sharing my festive menu with you. These are the recipes I love to make during festivals and my family enjoys them too. I will also share some cooking tips that can make your traditional recipes even tastier while saving you time. So let's get started. Let's start with some tea time snacks. If we roast some makhanas in ghee and keep them ready, they make for an excellent option to serve with tea when guests arrive. Just take some ghee in a pan and roast the makhanas until they turn slightly pink. You can check their crunchiness by pressing them between your fingers. If they are roasted properly, they will be perfectly crunchy. Once roasted, add some salt and let them cool before storing them in an airtight container. You can serve these makhanas in different flavors. You can easily find peri-peri masala, cheese powder and mint powder in the market. Adding these to your makhanas will give you a delicious and flavorful tea time snack. Plus, it is a healthy alternative to regular snacks. This is my son's favorite snack and he often takes it to school. Since they are quick to prepare, makhanas are a great option when you are short on time, especially if guests arrive unexpectedly. For planned gatherings and festivals, you can prepare even more amazing snacks. We all love pakodas, whether they are made from onions, spinach, paneer or potatoes. However, we recently tried rice pakodas and they were a huge hit with everyone at home. So this festive season, definitely give this recipe a try. For this, take some sliced onions and add finely chopped coriander leaves, green chilies and a cup of cooked rice. Then add 3 to 4 tablespoons of besan. Along with this, add salt, a pinch of ajwain, jeera, turmeric powder, red chili powder and a little bit of garam masala. Mix everything well. Next, add 2 to 3 tablespoons of curd to make a thick batter. The curd will add a touch of khatas and a distinct flavor to the pakodas, making them even more delicious. Now simply form small balls from this mixture and deep fry them in oil. Quick, delicious and crispy rice pakodas ready to serve. Believe me, your guests will be thrilled when they taste these unique pakodas. Pakodas हरी चटनी के बिना तो एकदम अधूरे हैं. So let's make a delicious coriander chutney. Start by taking fresh coriander leaves according to your need. Be sure not to cut off the stems as they add great flavor to the chutney. Next, add green chilies, garlic and a bit of ginger. Grate the ginger before adding it so it blends well into the chutney. Now add some spices like cumin seeds, black pepper, coriander powder, a pinch of hing and chaat masala. Also add regular salt and a bit of black salt, which enhances the flavor of the chutney. If you like, you can also add a bit of mustard oil, which elevates the taste to a whole new level. But this is optional. Squeeze in some lemon juice for a bit of tanginess. Now here is a tip. The most important ingredient to add is roasted Bengal gram. This helps to bind the chutney well, ensuring the consistency remains perfect, preventing the separation of water and making the chutney even tastier. You can store this chutney in the fridge for 7 to 10 days or in the freezer for up to 3 months. Having this chutney in the fridge during festive times will make it easy to serve snacks to your guests. Serve your pakodas with this tasty chutney and it will be a hit. Another popular snack idea is cheese corn balls, a big hit among kids. To make them, take 2 boiled potatoes, some sweet corn, mozzarella cheese, chopped capsicum, red chili flakes, black pepper and salt. Add 2 tablespoons of corn flour and thoroughly combine all the ingredients. Next, make a slurry by mixing refined flour and water. Shape the mixture into round balls, dip them into the slurry and then roll them in the breadcrumbs. Now either deep fry or air fry the balls and serve them hot. Delicious! Here is a tip. If you're planning a gathering and want to save time, prepare these balls in advance either in the morning or the night before. Store them in an airtight container and refrigerate. You can do the same with samosas as well. When your guests arrive, simply fry them and serve them hot. This way you save both time and effort. Snacks are sorted, now let's move on to the main course. Let's prepare a delicious and very easy Palac Paneer recipe. I make Palac Paneer like this and it is quick to prepare. Start by washing the spinach thoroughly 4 to 5 times. Now in a pan, heat 2 to 3 tablespoons of ghee or butter. Add chopped ginger, green chilies and saute them. Then add 3 roughly chopped onions. You don't need to chop them too finely as we will be blending them later. Once the onions turn slightly pink, add 1 large roughly chopped tomato. Add a little salt to help the tomato soften. Generally, most people boil or blanch the spinach separately and prepare the onion and tomato paste separately. However, here is a time-saving tip. Simply add the washed spinach directly into the onion tomato tadka and cover the pan with the lid. The spinach will cook along with the tempering in about 7 to 8 minutes. Once cooked, let it cool, then transfer it to a grinding jar. Add a few coriander leaves and blend it to a fine paste. Adding coriander leaves gives a great flavor to the spinach. For tempering, heat a little ghee or butter in a pan and add cumin seeds, a small piece of cinnamon, black cardamom and a bay leaf. Then add 2 essential ingredients, finely chopped garlic and 1 tablespoon of besan. Besan will add a nice flavor to the gravy. Saute these in the ghee until the raw smell of the besan disappears. Add Kashmiri red chili powder, 3 to 4 tablespoons of coriander powder and a bit of turmeric powder. Mix well. Now add the spinach paste and combine thoroughly. To adjust the consistency of the gravy, I have used the leftover whey from the paneer. You can also use regular water. Cook it for another 5 minutes and then add the cube paneer pieces. Mix well and add a bit of garam masala on top. For a creamy touch, you can add some homemade cream. For this, you need 4 to 5 soaked cashews and some malai. Blend them in a small grinding jar for 10 to 15 seconds to make the cream. Don't blend too much or the malai might turn into butter. Add the cream to the Palac Paneer and it is ready to serve. Here is an additional tip. You can serve the Palac Paneer as it is or for an extra touch add a final tadka before serving. In a separate pan, heat a little ghee or butter, add finely chopped onions and saute them. Add a bit of red chili powder to give a nice color to the tadka. Mix this tempering into the Palac Paneer. This extra tempering is optional but adds a wonderful smoky flavor to the dish. Palac Paneer pairs wonderfully with naan or lachha paratha. Today, let's make a simple and easy lachha paratha recipe. Start by taking a slightly larger ball of dough and roll it out into a chapati. Spread some ghee over it and sprinkle a little salt and red chili powder for added flavor. Now comes the crucial step. Sprinkle a little dry flour on top. Be careful not to add too much flour as it can give a raw taste. Fold the chapati like a fan and then shape it into a round. Roll it out again and cook it on tawa. Look at how beautifully layered the lachha paratha turns out. You can also make it using a slightly easier method. Roll out the dough like a roti, apply ghee and sprinkle salt, red chili powder, chopped coriander and a bit of dry flour on top. Fold it from both sides and roll it up. Twist the roll slightly and make a vertical cut. This will create layers in the paratha. Roll it out and cook it on a tawa. Even with this method, you will get great layers. But sometimes it might not be perfect round, but it is a very effective and easy way to make lachha paratha. Paneer and lachha paratha make a fantastic and mouth-watering combination. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. During festival, it is almost a tradition to make Alo Puri at home, and personally I love Alo Puri. Let's make the easiest aloo ki sabzi. Whether you are in a hurry or have surprise guests, this recipe is perfect and does not require pre-boiling the potatoes. Take 4 to 5 potatoes, peel them and cut them into large chunks. Chop 3 to 4 tomatoes finely in a chopper or make a tomato puree. Now heat 3 to 4 tablespoons of cooking oil in a pressure cooker. Add a little cumin seeds and a bay leaf. Next, add chopped green chilies and half a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste and saute well. Now add Kashmiri red chili powder, which also gives a nice color, 2 tablespoons of coriander powder and turmeric powder. Reduce the heat and roast the spices well. Add the chopped tomatoes and a little salt and cook for about 5 to 6 minutes until the tomatoes are well cooked. Add the cut potatoes and mix well, then add a bit of amchur powder. Add water and salt to taste and cook for 3 to 4 whistles. Once the potatoes are cooked, mash a few of them with a masher. This will thicken the gravy and give the dish a traditional flavor. After mashing, let the sabzi cook on medium heat for a while. Add a little garam masala and a tablespoon of ghee, which will enhance the flavor. For extra flavor, add some roasted kasuri methi and chopped coriander leaves. Look at that! Quick and delicious halwai style aloo sabzi made with minimal effort. Serve this sabzi with hot puris. Today we are making 2 different types of puris that are incredibly tasty and a big hit in my home. Let's start with the dough preparation for aloo wali puris. For this, take 3 to 4 boiled potatoes and mash them. Add 1 cup of wheat flour, ajwain, red chili flakes, garam masala, a pinch of turmeric powder, salt, chopped coriander leaves and 1 to 2 tablespoons of ghee. Chili flakes and coriander leaves add excellent flavor to these puris, so don't skip them. Mix everything well to form a stiff dough and let it rest for a while. Next, let's prepare the dough for dal wali puris. Soak 1 cup of yellow moong dal for 4 hours. In a grinding jar, add soaked dal with 1 to 2 green chilies, ginger garlic paste and a little water to make a fine paste. To prepare the dough, I am using my dough kneading machine, but if you are mixing by hand, just add the ingredients as shown here. Start by adding the dal paste, ajwain, chili flakes, a bit of turmeric powder, garam masala, coriander powder and salt to taste. Next, add 2 cups of wheat flour, ghee and chopped coriander leaves. Knead to make a stiff dough. Now that both doughs are ready, let's make the puris. Adding a few variations to traditional recipes is always fun. My in-laws are visiting and we are enjoying trying out different recipes every day. Believe me, these puris and Alo Subsi turned out so delicious that we all enjoy them thoroughly. Do give this a try. After enjoying some delicious aloo puris, it's time to satisfy our sweet tooth. Let's make Mongal Halwa in a very easy way. Last year I made a traditional Mongal Halwa recipe which required more time and effort. Today's recipe is much simpler and quicker without compromising on taste. To make the halwa, we need 1 cup of moong dal which should be thoroughly washed. After washing, spread the dal on a kitchen cloth and place another cloth on top to absorb excess water. You don't need to dry it completely. Now take a pan and dry roast the dal. This will help the dal dry out and roast at the same time, saving you time. Once the dal is completely dry and slightly browned, let it cool. After it's cooled, grind it coarsely into a powder. During festivals or when guests arrive, you can quickly prepare halwa using the instant mix. Now you can store this powder in an airtight container. Now let's see how to make halwa with this. Heat half a cup of ghee in a pan. Here is the tip. If you want to add fried nuts like chopped almonds and cashews, place them in a tea strainer and then place the strainer in the ghee. This way the nuts will fry evenly without the hassle of removing them from the ghee. For making the halwa, first add 2 tablespoons of besan and 2 tablespoons of rava to the ghee. Roast them until they turn light brown. Adding besan and rava enhances the flavor and texture of the halwa. Next, add 1 cup of moong dal powder to the pan and roast it until it turns a light brown in color. While the dal is roasting, in a separate pan, heat 1 cup of sugar with 3 cups of water and bring it to a boil. Add a pinch of saffron and cardamom for extra flavor and color. Once the sugar dissolves, turn off the heat. No need to make a chashni here. When the dal is brown, gradually add the sugar water to it while stirring continuously. The continuous stirring for 10 minutes is important. At this stage, you can add the fried nuts. Continue to cook, stirring regularly until the halwa starts to leave the sides of the pan and ghee separates. And just like that, our instant moong dal halwa is ready. And it tasted delicious. A perfect dessert for festivals. That's all for today's video. Last year, I made a video on time-saving festive meal planning. If you're interested, you can find the link in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this festive cooking video. If you would like to see more cooking videos, please let me know in the comments. See you all next week. Happy cooking and happy festivities from Simplify Your Space. Bye bye.